Hello, Helena. Thanks for joining. I see you. Hi, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. You're welcome. You're welcome. Please, as you join, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and also share so that other people can join us. You are all welcome. I hope my volume is okay. If you can hear me, please, can you confirm in the comment section? Just say my volume is okay. So I know my volume is okay. If you can hear me, please just say volume is okay in the comment section so I know the volume is okay. You are welcome. Thanks for joining. Hi, Helena. I see you. If you are watching me and the volume is okay, please can you confirm? Just say okay, that the volume is okay in the comment section so I know the volume is okay and then I'm not speaking to myself also. Thank you. You are all welcome. Today we are going to talk about protein. So I'm preparing my protein. Hey, Bono Nicodemus, you're welcome. Thanks for joining. Is the volume okay, Nicodemus? Please confirm with me. Let me know if the volume is okay. I'm fine from Malawi. Wow, Helena, all the way from Malawi. You're welcome. Thank you very much for joining. I'm so glad to have you here all the way from Malawi. You're welcome. Okay, Sarah say it's okay. Helena say my volume is okay. Thank you all for the confirmation. You are all welcome. So I'm preparing the protein drink today. Remember last time I prepared the Unimate and the Unimate was fiber. So today I'm going to talk about protein. So this is a protein drink that I am preparing. I'll have to talk much about it in this video of today. So just keep in touch. It's just a powder form. I just mixed it. You can see how thick it has become. I'll allow it to stay for maybe 2 to 5 minutes before I drink it. You will see how thickened it will become again. You see? Very thick. It's just one sachet there. It's one sachet of the balance. This is the balance. And inside the balance, we have 60 of these little sachets. So this is just one sachet that I mix, and look at the consistency. So you see how thick it has become. Look how thick it has become, and this is something that you have to take before your meals. So imagine if you have to drink this quantity of fiber before your meals, it will definitely help to cut down your appetite and you are not going to eat more food, which is going to keep you full for a very, very long time. And since we are talking about protein today, I'm going to be talking much about this supplements, this protein supplement, because I told you guys last week that these are supplements. They are natural supplements and they are really good for people who are managing diabetes. I just mixed this one. You can see how thick it has become. I use just plain water. I mix it with water. You can see I mixed it with plain water. This is this open sachet that I used. This is the open sachet I used. And I poured the whole substance into the water. You see how thick it has become. So we'll talk about this product. That's the balance. We'll talk about it also in the course of this live stream. So you are all welcome. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate you all for joining. You're welcome. So this is the balance. I'm going to pour it now into my glass. Look at how thick it is. Can see the consistency. See how thick it has become. And before, for people who are fasting, for people who want to reduce their blood sugar levels, or people who have high blood, if you want to break your fasting, or if you want to eat your heaviest meal of the day, which normally will carry some carbohydrate, the best thing for you to do is to drink a glass of this protein first. You drink it, you wait maybe 15 to 30 minutes before you take your meal. When you eat it, this stuff, that is the fiber, it will help to protect your stomach. It will help to protect the foods that you're taking in, all the carbohydrate that you'll be eating. This drink will help to protect your sugars from spiking. I will explain what the function of protein in this video. I'll also explain why protein is very important for people who are managing diabetes, and also I will talk about some good African protein sources that you can be using to incorporate in your diabetes management program. So just stay with me in this show of today because it's going to be very, very interesting. 1 second, please. Voila, sorry for that. So hello everyone, you're welcome to Diabetes Mindful Talks, where we talk about how you can manage your diabetes while still enjoying our African delicious recipes. Yes, because as Africans we have wonderful delicious recipes. Our meals are so delicious, so nutritive, and on this channel we talk mostly on how you can manage your diabetes while still enjoying our African meals, because many people, they think that our African meals, oh, they are not good. If you have diabetes, you don't have to eat our African meals, because they think that our African meals are not healthy or they comprise of too much carbohydrates. So we are not allowed to eat our African foods because it is dangerous for our blood sugar levels, or it's not going to help us when it comes to diabetes management. But I am here to tell you, or as a diabetes educator, that our African foods, they are very rich when it comes to managing diabetes. We can eat every food that we have in Africa if we know how to eat them, because the problem is not even about the food. The problem is how you are eating that food. When you are eating that food, how you combine that food, that is what matters, and that is what I teach you all on this channel, so that you don't go and stop eating your gari or stop eating your fufu because you think, oh, you have diabetes, so you don't have to eat those kind of foods. No, anything that you want to eat, you can eat it, but eat with moderation. Know how you are eating. And since we are talking about how we can manage diabetes while we are still eating our African food, last week we talked about insulin resistance, and I explained to us that insulin resistance is the main cause of type 2 diabetes. I said this is because when we eat consistently, our pancreas keep producing insulin, and because our insulin is not working, which is the hormone that helps to take this sugar from our bloodstream into our body cells, the sugar builds up in our blood, and that is what is causing us to have high blood sugar levels. So when you have high insulin levels, it means that you are also going to experience high blood sugar levels. I will say that is the main cause of type 2 diabetes. Now, there is a big difference between diabetes type 2 and diabetes type 1. For people who have diabetes type 1, these people have what is known as insulin insufficiency. So these people, they don't even produce insulin, and these are the type of people that need artificial insulin for them to bring down their blood sugar levels. But for people with diabetes type 2, because you have too much insulin production, then this insulin tend to not be working well, and this insulin is not working well. So that is what is known as insulin resistance. Your problem is that it's not that your body cannot produce insulin. No, your problem is that your body can just not use insulin well. And so if we can put this insulin under control, if we can bring this insulin, this high insulin levels under control, then it is very, very easy for us to manage our diabetes effectively. And I talk and I gave us some few tips on how you can do to reverse your insulin resistance. Today I will not go into that. If you missed the live of last week, then you can go and watch that live, because I talk about all the steps that you can use in order for you to reverse insulin resistance. But for this live today, we will be concentrating on protein, because protein is found in our African foods. When we are eating protein, it will also help to manage our diabetes effectively. So that is what we will be talking on in this video of today. So you are all welcome. Please just type, let me know where you are watching from. Type in the comment section and let me know where you are watching from which country are you watching from. Just type it in the comment section before we continue. You are all welcome. So yes, if you may ask, what is protein? Because we need to understand what protein is before we even start eating this protein. If you don't understand what protein is, maybe you will tend to neglect eating it, because of course you don't know the value of it. And if you don't know the value of something, it is very difficult for you to eat that thing. Hey Sarah, I see. Meaning into your life, and definitely if you watch it through the end, you will definitely gain something from it, Sarah. So what is protein? Protein is hair. Ellen is watching from the USA. Thank you very much, Ellen, for joining all the way from the USA. You're welcome, Ellen. You're welcome. So what is protein? Protein is one of the major nutrients that our body needs. In combination, we know that we have three major nutrients when it comes to our food. There are three major nutrients that are found in our food. The first nutrient is carbohydrate. The second is protein. And then we have the healthy fat. These are the three macronutrients that are found in our foods. Hey, Juliet from London. Folusho from Nigeria. I see you all. You are all welcome. Thank you very much. You're welcome. So these are the three main nutrients in our food. They call them the macronutrients. So today we will be focusing on one of the macronutrients, which is protein. Protein is very important in our body. We need it when we want to eat, because you have to see protein like a building blocks for your body. Why? Because protein helps to build your body. It helps to restore all your muscles. You need protein to build muscle. Protein helps to build your muscle. Protein helps to repair your cells. If your cells are being damaged and you eat food that contain fiber, your cells will rejuvenate again. You need protein also for your skin, just for your skin to glow, for you to look good, for you to look fresh. You need to eat food that contain protein. Not only that, for our hair growth. Do you know that for our hair growth, we need protein? If you didn't know that today. For your hair growth, maybe you are struggling to grow your hair, but your hair is not growing. It may just be because of a lack of protein. That is why they say protein acts as a building block to our body, because it nourishes our body. So it is not just your skin, it builds your hair, it builds your hormones, and even it helps for your immune system. So protein is very important, and not just for our body. For people who are managing diabetes, it even becomes more important, because you need it so that your blood sugar levels will not spike. Why is it that when you eat protein, your blood sugar levels will not spike? It is because protein, I mixed this protein in front of you all. By now, you can see how thick it has become. What does protein do? Protein helps to trap the sugar. When you eat your food, when you eat carbohydrate food, when you eat things like rice, you eat things like fufu, you eat things like fruits. Yes, fruits have carbohydrate also. When you eat things like vegetables, some vegetables, they contain high carbohydrate. So when you eat them, what happens is that this food is being broken down in your body, and then it is being converted into sugar so that your body can then use it as energy for you to function. But what happens when you eat protein is that this protein, it goes inside your stomach, it acts like a shield, it surrounds the food, or it covers the food that you ate. So what will happen is that instead of your food to spike up your blood sugar to spike up very fast, no, because of the fiber that is found in your food, because of the fiber that has surrounded this food, your blood sugar levels will be released slowly into your bloodstreams, which means that you will not experience a high blood sugar levels when you eat your food as compared to someone who ate food without fiber. So fiber plays a very important role for you because it helps you to prevent blood sugar spike. When our body itself, it produces some protein, but then we have what is known as the essential vitamins, and these essential vitamins, they can only come from our food, and that is why we always say make sure to eat a balanced diet so that you can gain some of these essential nutrients, because your body cannot produce them. You need them from the external world, which is your food, so you need to eat them. When you eat your fiber also is being broken down, because your body will not use fiber as in fiber. It has to break it down into small substances known as amino acid. When it breaks them down into amino acid, and then this amino acid, they will then go and work their work effectively. But when you eat also too much of protein, then the amino acid is being used. Because it is too much, the reserve of the amino acid will then be broken again into carbohydrate. So we see that even if you eat foods that contain fiber, there is when it is being stored in your body, if the body cannot use all of the amino acids, which is the breakdown of protein, it is known as amino acid. So if you cannot use it all, the rest will be converted into carbohydrate and then into sugar and then stored in your body. So it is very important for you to eat just in moderation. Eat just the portion that your body needs to eat, because if you eat excess of it, it will be broken and converted into glucose. But we don't want that to happen, and that is why we have the plate system, which apportions what you have to eat. It apportions the right portion for you to eat so that you will not have excess of this amino acid, which will be converted into glucose. We don't want that to happen. So now, how does protein affect your blood sugar level? Does protein spike your blood sugar levels? No, protein don't spike your blood sugar levels. I have explained that this protein is being broken down into amino acid, except you eat excess. Then the excess of that amino acid will then be converted into glucose. Will you experience until then you can experience high blood sugar levels. But if you eat normal protein, it don't have influence on your blood sugar levels. It is not like carbohydrate that is easily broken down and converted into sugar. No, protein takes time to digest. Protein takes time to absorb in your bloodstream, so you don't experience these high peaks in your blood sugar level. And that is why it is very important that every meal, whatever you are eating, whether it is your breakfast, whether it is your lunch, whether it is your dinner, always make sure to include protein in your meals. They are very, very important. It's really hot here. Let me take some tissue, please. It's hot. Hey, boy, where is your fan? It's hot. Boy, where is your fan? Bring it for me, please. It's really hot. Oh, sorry for that. It's really hot here. Yeah, so when you eat your protein will help to slow down your blood sugar levels. So your blood sugar levels, they don't have to spike up very fast. Sisters, hey, blue butterflies, thanks for joining. Long time, you're welcome. She says, sister, what happened to you? Nothing happened to me. Oh, I've been here, blue butterflies. How have you been? I haven't seen you live stream in a long time. This is Blue Butterfly. Yes, Blue Butterfly, you are right. I was live last week, Friday, but I guess you were not around. Of course, it's been a while I came live. Where is the cable, boo? The small cable, please. It's very hot. Joy. It's really hot here. England sugars and salt is in everything, but that's man-made foods going vegan. You know, you have taught me a lot. Thank you very much, Paul. I really appreciate that. Paul Aubrey. I hope I pronounce it well. Yes, of course, you know, all these our European foods, they contain too much addictive. We have salt. If they don't have salt, they have sugar. If they don't have sugar, they will have something in them. So it is very important for us to concentrate on our African meals because they are definitely very healthy. We just need to work on our portion because I believe that is the main problem that we have as African. How to apportion our foods. If we can apportion our foods well, then we don't have problem with our African foods. We just need to know how to apportion them. That is our main problem with the African foods. Let me try to connect my fan. It's very hot here, please. Bo? I know, it's for you now. It's talking about it. Yeah, it's very hot. Whew. I'm there, guys. I'm there. I want to connect my fan. Please just give me some few seconds. It's very hot here. Let me try to connect the fan. It's very hot. Yes, so that is what protein is very important. Protein don't cause blood sugar spikes. So when you are eating protein, you don't have to feel guilty or you don't have to feel worried that, oh, your blood sugar levels will spike. No, you will have to include protein in maybe every food that you are eating. If you're eating breakfast, try to add some protein in your breakfast. If you're taking your lunch, make sure to add some protein in your lunch. If you're taking dinner, anything you are eating, make sure to add some protein in them because this protein, they will help to reduce how your blood sugar levels are going to spike. And not only that, protein keeps you full. Protein keeps you full for a long time. Remember, they don't digest very easily. And so if they don't digest very easily, it means that you are going to stay full for a long period. Take, for example, if you eat beans, I don't know, if you eat beans or if you eat something like egg, you will realize that you stay full longer than when you eat something like white bread or you eat something like rice. These ones, they are easily digested. And because they are easily digested, they make you to go hunger in a very short while. But protein, because they digest very slowly, it takes a long time for them to digest. So they will keep you full for a long period of time. Not only that, they will make you to drink water. And by you drinking water, you're keeping yourself hydrated, which also helps in diluting your blood sugar levels and therefore helps to reduce your blood sugar levels also. So it is very important for you to always add protein in your food. Whatever you are eating, make sure to incorporate some protein to it. Yes, guys, let me connect my fan. Yes, sorry guys. Yeah, now it's better now. Whew, you see me sweating. It's very hot. So look how thick that the protein has become. So if you want to eat, you first just drink the protein and then you eat your food. It will help you. This is it. Look how thick it has become. So this is a protein. See how thick it is? That is protein. Yes. So that is it about protein. As we're talking about protein. So protein, it helps to keep you full for long. Protein, it digests very slowly. It don't spike up your blood sugar levels. And also, protein helps to fight insulin resistance. Remember, we talked about insulin resistance being the main cause of diabetes type 2. So when you eat protein also a lot, it helps you also to reverse your insulin resistance because it helps to reduce belly fat. Remember, if you are not eating too much because you are eating protein, this protein helps to keep you full. So it will definitely help in your weight loss journey. And one of the main problem that is distracting or disturbing people who are having diabetes type 2 from managing their blood sugar levels is body fat. Fat, especially around your belly area, because it is there that everything is being concentrated, and when it is concentrated there, the fat makes it difficult for insulin to work effectively. But when you eat foods that are high in protein, it helps also to reduce this insulin resistance, which is also very good for anyone. Now, not only about that, I talk about it keeping you full. It keeps you full. It don't spike your blood sugar levels. It helps to fight insulin resistance. It also helps to build muscle. Remember, when we talk about muscle, the first thing we have to think about also when it comes to diabetes is that muscle helps us to fight or reduce high blood sugar levels. So when you eat protein helps to build your muscle. How does muscle help when it comes to diabetes management? When you move or when you are exercise, that is when your muscles take up the sugar that is found in your blood. It absorbs it and use it for energy. And so when it is using it for energy, it's burning it down. And in the process of burning it down, it's burning the excess glucose or the excess sugar that is found in your body. And with that, your blood sugar levels are going to reduce. So your protein, it helps you in building your muscles, which will also help you in which will also help you in reducing your blood sugar level. Smith, I don't know what you mean by fake pre-recorded video. What do you mean by pre-recorded video? I am live, Smith. I am live, so it is not pre-recorded. I am live. It is a live video. It is a live stream. It's not a pre-recorded video, Smith. So I don't know where you got that from. So that is what we have to talk about. So how much protein do we need? If we need to eat protein, but how much quantity? If you want to know how much quantity you have to eat for protein, last time I made a video about how you can eat the quantity of protein that you need. I demonstrated it with a plate where I said you have to use a plate method if you are eating your food. So you divide your food. You have your round plate. You divide the plate into half. I don't know if you have time. Let me bring my plates for 1 second. Let me bring the plate to demonstrate. Voilà, sir. So if you are asking how much protein do you need to consume per day, now you have your plate. This is a typical or a good example of how your food plate should look like. So if you want to eat, whether you are eating our African meals, this is the kind of plate that you can use. If you don't have a plate that has all this demarcation, it's no problem. You just go ahead and divide your plate into half. So the big half, you will use the big half to fill your vegetable. Remember, your vegetables, they contain protein, they contain fiber. So you will use the big side and then you fill your vegetable there. Then the other half, you divide it again into two. You take 1/4, you fill your protein. So you see that your protein is actually half of your vegetables. And then the remaining quarter now, you will use it also for your healthy fat. That is how your balanced plate has to look like. So you divide it into three. The biggest portion is for your vegetable, which will definitely not spike your blood sugar levels. And then you have this quarter for your protein, and then the remaining quarter also, you use it for your healthy fat. That is a balanced plate for someone who is managing diabetes, or if you want to lose weight. This is how your plate of food has to look like. So if you're wondering how much protein do you need to eat per day as an adult, it depends on your weight. If you are weighing much, it means that you have to eat much product. For example, I have an example here of how much protein that you need as an adult. I say for most adult needs about 0.8 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram. So if you are an adult, whether you are a man or a woman, you need 0.8 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram. So if you are, for example, if you are weighing 70 kilos, it means that you will need about 56 to 84 grams of protein in your plate. So your protein has to do with your weight. If you have too much weight, it means that you need too much protein also. But the proportion is 0.8 to 1.2 grams per kilogram. So you just take this measurement and then you multiply it with your kilograms, and then you know how much protein you have to eat per day. But to make it more easier for us as adults, let's not just focus only on the numbers, like, okay, because I'm an adult, I'm weighing 80 kilograms or I'm weighing 70 kilograms, it means that I have to eat between 56 to 84 grams of protein. Don't concentrate on that. For you to make it more easy and simple for yourself, just make sure that every meal that you take per day, take for example, you are eating 3 meals per day, make sure that you add protein during your breakfast. During your lunch again, make sure you add some protein. When you're taking your dinner, which will be your final meal of the day, make sure to add some protein again into it. So per 3 meals in a day, all of them you included protein in it. Definitely it will give you this approximate 56 to 84 grams of protein per day, which is very, very sufficient for you. So protein, it has to do with your kilograms. If you're weighing more than 100 kilos, then you need more protein also. Remember, we said that it's helping to build your muscle, and that is why it makes sense, or it is logic for you to think that, okay, if I am eating it, then I have to actually check on my weight also, because it helps to build your muscle. So that is how you eat your protein. I said for an adult, it is between 0.8 to 1.2 grams per 1 kilogram. So if you are weighing 70 kilograms, it means that your protein intake should be something between 56 kilograms, between 56 grams to 84 grams of protein that you need to eat per day. So I hope that point is very clear. Are there any questions? Do we have questions? This is life, even if this is pre-recorded. She's teaching. Thank you very much, Blue Butterfly. I don't even know where he or she came out with that. It's a pre-recorded live. Thank you, Blue Butterfly. Something is live. They say is she, he or she is saying that it's pre-recorded. It's live. Yeah, so that is how it works. So now let us talk about some few examples of protein that you can add in your meals. As Africa, we need to concentrate on our African food because, of course, we have African meals that contain a lot of protein. For example, the most common one for us to eat is eggs from our chicken. God is awesome. Hey sis, hello mommy me. I have been watching you from here. I understand. I know. God is awesome. Thank you very much for joining. You're welcome. Hope you are doing well. Yes, I know. So take for example, hey Njidika, you are welcome. Thanks for joining. More likes, please. Yes, more likes, please. Add the likes. So our common protein as African, they are eggs. Eggs are common. Eggs are cheap. They are affordable. You can get them anywhere. In every supermarket, we have eggs. So that is one source of protein that is very good and is very common for us to have. Blue Butterfly says egusi. Yes, egusi is also another source of protein for us as Africa. We eat melon seeds. That is egusi. We eat egusi soup. We eat egusi pudding. We eat egusi in most of our sauces that we make. We use egusi. Okra soup, we use egusi. So you can use egusi. That is a good source of natural protein. A plant-based protein again for that matter. And remember, one thing about protein when it comes to plant-based protein is that they are not just filled with protein, but also they contain fiber, which is very essential also for people who are managing diabetes. Next week we will be talking about fiber. Today is just about protein because we need to understand what protein is, how protein works, if we want to reverse diabetes naturally while we are still enjoying our African food. We need to know the sources from where we can get our protein. So we have talked about eggs, we've talked about egusi. Another source of you having protein is goat meat. For people who enjoy eating goat meat, that is animal-based protein. You have protein from goat meat. You have protein from snails also. Snails contain protein. You have protein from groundnuts. These are our normal peanuts that we eat. Peanuts contain a lot of protein, so those are good sources of protein. Ogbono also have protein. Our fish, we have mudfish, catfish, even dry fish. All these fish, that is a good source of protein for us to eat. So when you are eating your food, make sure to add all this inside. How many eggs can be eaten per day? Normally, I will insist for me per sitting. If you want to eat egg in a sitting, maximum don't exceed 3 eggs. Don't exceed 3 eggs. 3 eggs is definitely good. You have your enough protein from these 3 eggs. I see some people say, okay, they don't eat the egg yolk, they'll eat only the egg white because you will have your protein from there. Of course, if you eat only the egg white, you definitely have your protein, but you can also eat the egg in full. That is you eating the egg white and the egg yolk. Why? Because there are some minerals that are found in the egg yolk. For example, like the B12 vitamin B12, you can only get when you are eating your egg. You don't eat the yolk. Your vitamin B12 is found in the yolk. So if you are throwing the yolk, it means that the source of vitamin B12 that you're supposed to get from your egg, you're throwing it away. So in a sitting, 3 eggs is very okay. That is, it is high in carbohydrate. It does not contain carbohydrate. It is high in protein and healthy fat, which is very important and essential for anyone who is managing diabetes. But don't exceed 3 eggs per go. Don't exceed. So I would say if you can eat 3 eggs in a day, is good. But remember, it depends also on your body activity. It depends also on what your goals are. If you say, okay, you want to lose weight, you want to lose weight also, not only for your blood sugar levels, but you are somebody that is struggling to lose weight, then 2 eggs is good. Don't go for 3 eggs. Why? Because of the calories that they contain. So it just depends also on what you want to achieve. Helena, good evening, Mama. Good evening, Helen. Thanks for joining, Helen. You're welcome. Thanks for joining. So, God is awesome. I hope it's clear. 3 eggs is good. If you can eat 3 eggs in a day, that's no problem. Another thing that you can eat also to get your protein is this Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt contains protein. But go in for the natural yogurt. Don't go for yogurt that they have added fruits. Don't think, okay, because they are fruits, so you can eat them. No, if you want to eat your yogurt, go for the natural yogurt. If you want to sweeten your yogurt, then look for your fruits yourself and add them into your natural yogurt, because all of these added fruit, they contain sugar, and some of these fruits are fruits that have a high glycemic index, which means that if you put them inside your yogurt, it will increase your blood sugar levels very fast. So if you want to eat yogurt that is sweetened, I will advise go in for a natural yogurt, and then you slice your fresh fruit and add them there by yourself, because even these sweetened fruits, additional fruits, all of them, they have preservative that they have been added into them for them to stay long in the shops, which is also not good for your blood sugar levels. Ndidike say, I love Greek yogurt. Yes, Greek yogurt is very healthy, but go for the natural or the plain Greek yogurt. Add your fruit. You can also add some nuts. If you want to add nuts, you can also add your nuts, but make sure to add them by yourself. Don't buy all these pre-prepared yogurts that contain fruits in the shop. No, they contain addictive, they contain preservative, and all of those things, they are not good for you. They are just going to spike up your blood sugar level. So those are good examples of protein sources that you can add into your breakfast. Add, like we said, Greek yogurt in your breakfast. Add some egg. Add, if you have beans, take for example, you ate beans the previous evening, and in the morning you wake up, you want to eat something for your breakfast, you can go and eat your beans again. The leftover beans, that is a good source of protein for you to eat as breakfast. There is no harm for you eating your leftover beans as breakfast. No, it is high in protein. It will keep you good, keep you energized, and keep your blood sugar level steady all through the day. So it is also a very good source. He said, I eat them with mixed berries. That's very good. Berries are good because berries have a low glycemic index. So if you can add berries into your yogurt, then that is something good. It will keep you energized, and berries contain antioxidant properties and anti-inflammatory properties, which are also good for people who are managing diabetes. So Ndijike, that is a very good idea. God is awesome. Say, I love beans. Same here. I love beans also. Beans is a very good source of protein. They keep you full, and they are good to go when you have diabetes. So that is good. For lunch, if you want to eat lunch, which kind of protein can you take for your lunch? Fish, roasted chicken, especially the chicken breast. Those are good sources of protein for you to add in your lunch. You can go for goat meat. If you want to eat rice, make sure to add some beans into your rice. We talked about beans already. Add some beans into your rice. That is a perfect combination for a good lunch that will not spike up your blood sugar levels. Hello everyone, I greet you all from Turkey. Hey Eforo, thanks for joining all the way from Turkey. You're welcome. Thank you very much. So that is it. And then for dinner, what good sources that you have for protein in your dinner? You have moi moi. I don't know people who eat moi moi here. Is there anyone here who know or eat moi moi? Moi moi is another good source of protein. You can use it for your evening meal. It is light also. You can eat your moi moi during your evening meal. You add some egg stew. People, I know Nigerians, they really like egg stew. Egg stew is also good. That is a good source of protein. You add your roasted fish or roasted chicken, you mix it with vegetable. Those are all good sources of protein for people who love fish, or who love moi moi, who love egg. that is a good combination for you to use during your evening meals, because first of all, they are not heavy, they are very light. Moi moi is light. Your egg stew, that is light also. Your roasted fish or your roasted chicken, it is also light. So there is no way. Voila, sa moi moi is black eyed peas. Yes, moi moi, it is the black eyed peas beans that they use to make moi moi. You just peel it, wash it, and then you blend it. I don't know, some people they grind it, some people they pound it. So people, just the most important thing is that you have to grind it, and then you mix some palm oil into it, and then you just cook it. That is moi moi. Very delicious also, and it helps for blood sugar control. It doesn't spike up your blood sugar levels very fast, so it is very, very good for you to eat it. So those are basically some of the good protein sources that we have when it comes to our African meals. So you can always eat them. Eggs, they are rich in protein. We have our fish. We have example like the tilapia fish. We have the catfish or dry fish. Those are all good sources of protein. We have beans, we have lentils, we have moi moi, we have akara. Akara, for people who like akara beans is also a good source of protein. Yes, so if you like akara beans, but make sure when it comes to akara beans can be very tricky because of the oil that you will use to fry your akara. So if you want to fry, be careful with the oil that you will fry, and don't use too much oil in it. That is what is going to make your akara bad. But akara by itself is nice. Egusi, I will talk about egusi already. Melon seeds, they are also a good source of protein. Sarah say, I eat moi moi. Yes, moi moi is very good. That is a good source for you to eat when you are managing diabetes. It is very good. It doesn't spike your blood sugar level. Its carbohydrate content is very low, so it is very good for you to eat moi moi. You can eat moi moi if you have diabetes. I hear cassava is no good for diabetic. Actually, not that cassava is not good for diabetes. There is I made one video about cassava, I think a couple of weeks ago. I cannot remember when I made that video. Cassava is good. You know why? Cassava is good, but there is this white sauce, this white cassava. You know, we have two types of cassava. We have the red cassava, and then we have the white cassava. If you notice, when we want to make something like gari, we want to make akara, we use the white cassava. Why? Because this white one, we have to allow it to go under the process of fermentation, because white cassava contains a poisonous substance. They call it cyanide. Yes, it contains a substance that is known as cyanide. This cyanide, it is very dangerous for the body, even though it is not common, but it is found in white cassava. This substance is known as cyanide, and cyanide is not good for the health because it can cause you to have short breath. You cannot breathe. You will not be able to breathe, and if not treated urgently, it can even lead you to coma. And that is why it is very important that when you want to eat your white cassava, you have to allow it to go through that process of fermentation. That is why you will also notice that we don't just cook white cassava and eat white cassava. No, we boil the red cassava. We eat the red cassava like that, boiled or pound. We eat it like that. But when it comes to the white cassava, because the white cassava contains cyanide, it has to undergo the process of fermentation. So when it undergoes this process of fermentation, then that cyanide will be taken or will be put under control. So it is not that cassava is not good. It is because of that substance cyanide that is found in the white cassava, but because it has it went through the process of fermentation, so it deactivated the cyanide. Cassava is definitely good for you to eat cassava because it contains a resistant starch also. But the problem is whether it contains resistant starch or not, portion control still counts. Why? Because it contains starch. So if you are eating cassava, make sure to eat cassava in small quantity. Blue butterfly say, okay, yes. Bella, welcome. Who is Bella? Hey, Bella, thanks for joining. You're welcome. I see you, Bella. You're welcome. Yeah, so that is it. It's not that cassava is actually not good. I explain it because of the cyanide that is fine. That is found in white cassava. So you have to allow it to undergo the process of fermentation. So when it undergoes this process of fermentation, and then the cyanide will be deactivated, and then you can eat your white cassava into your gari, into your water fufu, or whatever thing you want to eat it. So it is very, very important for you to allow it to go through the process of fermentation. I see my sister Bella in the building. Sister Bella, you are welcome. Thanks for joining. Hello, sis. Thanks for joining. You're welcome. Hope you are doing well. Yes, so that is it. So cassava, make sure to eat your cassava. Eat cassava in moderation. Is basmati rice good? When we talk about basmati rice is better as compared to our normal white rice. But depending on the kind of basmati rice, because yes, I'm doing well. Thank you. My pleasure, Bella. I'm so happy to see you here, sis. You're welcome. Thank you very much for joining. When we talk about basmati rice, we have to know also that there are two types of basmati rice. You have the white basmati and you have the brown basmati rice. And depending on the type of basmati rice that you are using, one has a higher glycemic index than the other. But when it comes to basmati rice in general, basmati rice is better than the normal white rice that we eat. Why? Is because basmati rice has a low glycemic index as compared to the white rice. But when you compare brown basmati rice and white basmati rice, brown basmati rice has a more lower glycemic index than the white basmati rice. So if you want to eat basmati rice, it is advisable for you to go in for the brown basmati rice because it has a lower glycemic index. And because it has a lower glycemic, oh, thank you very much, Bella. Thank you very much for the super chat, sis. I appreciate. Thank you very much for the super chat. You're the best. Yes. So when we talk about the basmati rice now, you go in then for the brown basmati rice because it has a much lower glycemic index than the white basmati rice. And because it has a lower glycemic index, it means that it will not spike up your blood sugar levels as compared to other forms of rice. For the glycemic index, I always talk about the glycemic index because the glycemic index is like our measuring scale. It's like when you want to lose weight, you go to your weight and stand there to see how much you have been doing, how much are you losing weight or are you increasing weight. That is the same thing with diabetes. You have the glycemic index. Glycemic index is our scale to measure it to see how fast a food can raise our blood sugar level. So the lower the glycemic index, the better the food for anyone who is managing diabetes. If you see a food that contains a glycemic index above 70, those are foods that you don't have to touch. You have to avoid such foods because immediately you eat them, they will spike up your blood sugar level. And spiking up your blood sugar levels, it means that insulin production is taking place. And if insulin production keeps on taking place, it means that within a short period of time, insulin resistance will step in. So you have to check the glycemic index for any food that you are eating. If you see a food that contains a glycemic index above 70, stay away from such foods. Foods that have a glycemic index lower than 55, those are your favorite foods. And then if you find a food that has a glycemic index between 56 and 69, those foods, you can eat them, but eat them in moderation because even if they spike your blood sugar levels, they will not spike your blood sugar levels very fast. So the glycemic index is also very important. I'm talking about the glycemic index because I just spoke about the basmati rice and I talk about the white basmati rice and the brown basmati rice, with the brown basmati rice having a lower glycemic index. So it is very important for us to take those things into consideration. And that is the mistake that many people make when it comes to managing diabetes, because they just eat food because they are food. They don't know if these foods actually have a high glycemic index or not. If you really want to to manage your blood sugar levels well, to ensure that whenever you eat food, your blood sugar levels are not going up, then pay attention to your glycemic index. Your glycemic index will direct you if a food is actually good for you to eat or if you don't have to eat that food. So the glycemic index, it is very important. We have talked about Greek yogurt. Our Greek yogurt, no, we're still on egusi. We talked about egusi. We say our egusi is a good source of protein. It is very good. We have ogbono. Ogbono too is a good source of protein. So these sources contain not only protein, but they also have some healthy fat. And we know that these healthy fats will help also to slow down the absorption of sugar into our bloodstream. And then talking again about protein, you can eat some meat. But if you want to eat meat, meat contains protein, but make sure to go in for lean meat. Don't eat fatty meat, because this fatty meat is what is going to help also to increase your insulin resistance. So look for lean meat, meat that doesn't contain fat. That one is very good for you to eat. And then when it comes to protein, another source of protein again that you can use is our balance, which is the Feel Great product. I talked about the Feel Great product in the beginning of this program. I mixed it. My sister Bella said, please teach us especially about egusi and ogbono. Many people have been told these foods are not healthy. Okay, let me talk about egusi. Why people say it depends on individual. Every individual is unique and everybody's skin reacts differently when it comes to certain food. The most important thing that we have to notice or take note of is that whenever we want to eat a food, for us to be sure if this particular food is good for us, it is good that before you eat that food, first of all, measure your blood sugar levels before you eat that food. After you eat the food, wait 2 hours after your meal. Then you measure your blood sugar levels again to see the reaction of this particular food on your blood sugar levels. That one is very much important. Apart from that, egusi, we have said that egusi and ogbono, they are a very good source of protein. They are a good source of protein, but it doesn't mean that you have to eat them in a large portion. Remember, I talked about portion, that when you eat protein, this protein is not just being stored in your body as protein. It is being broken down into amino acid before your body uses it. So your body uses protein in the form of amino acid. When you eat too much of protein, this amino acid is being used. So the reserve of this amino acid now, it is being converted into glucose and stored in your body. So that is where the increase in your blood sugar levels take place, which means that if you are eating egusi, you have to eat egusi in small portion. Not that egusi is not good for you, but egusi contains calories, and if it contains calories, it means that the reserve is definitely going to be stored as glucose in your body. That is the only means that food is being stored in your body. It has to be converted. Either it is stored as glucose or it is stored as fat. So in this case of our protein, it is being broken down and it is being stored as glucose. So if you are eating egusi or you are eating ogbono, make sure to eat them in small quantity. Yes, egusi is melon seeds. So egusi is melon seed. So it is high in fat. It contains healthy fat. And fat is what? Fat is calories. So if your body cannot consume all the calories that you ate at that particular moment, remember, everything that you eat in excess, if you eat, whether it is healthy food, the most balanced meal on earth, if you eat it in excess, the remains is still being stored as glucose in your body or in fat. So if you eat too much egusi, the excess of that egusi is going to be converted and stored in your body as glucose. So that is one thing that we have to understand. But egusi by itself is very good. Eat it in small quantity, and it depends also how you prepare your egusi. If you want to prepare your soup, don't go and put too much egusi in your soup. Even if you put too much egusi in your soup, when you want to eat it, make sure to eat your egusi with vegetable. Add some vegetable to it. That is your fiber. You adding more fiber into the protein that you have there, which is all going to help to slow down your sugar absorption. So my sister Bella, I hope that explanation was a little bit clear. Yes, so my egusi is high in fat, so when cooking, we should be mindful of added oil. Thank you very much, Bella. When you are eating it, make sure cook it good, not putting too much oil there. Remember that the egusi already contains protein and it contains healthy fat, so you don't need to go and start adding too much oil there. The best thing for you to do is just to add a little bit of palm oil or whatever oil, olive oil that you want to use. 2 tablespoons is good. Don't exceed it because it is already fatty, so you don't need to add too much. But you can eat egusi, you can eat ogbono. How you prepare it matters. When you eat it also matters. Don't expect that you will eat egusi soup before you go to bed and then you are expecting that your blood sugar levels, they will not spike when you wake up in the morning. No, it is impossible. If you eat egusi, you go to bed, your body has no time to digest it. Already it is evening. You are not moving. You are not in movement. So it stays all in your body. So it depends when you are eating it. Foods like this, it is best for you to eat them maybe during your lunch time, because then you still have the rest of the day to keep you busy, to keep you active. And by you being busy or active, you are then burning all the calories. So it depends also on when you are eating them. So I'll advise foods that are really like heavy, like this egusi soup that has too much controversies. Make sure to eat them in the afternoon. Eat them during your lunch time. Ogbono, eat it during your lunch time, so that by evening everything will be broken down and digested. So it is very important. Hey, Dr. Soyemi Damilare. Dr. Damilare, you're welcome. Thanks for joining. God is awesome. Yes, He is. Thank you for your welcoming. Hey, Doctor in the house. Thank you very much, Doctor, for joining. What is it? Wow. Good to join you on this live. Good evening from this side, host and everyone. Thank you very much, Dr. Damilare, for joining. You are so welcome to my live today. You're welcome, Doctor. You're welcome, Doctor. Feel free to ask questions or feel free to contribute. You are so welcome. Bella, let me make you an admin on my show. Sister Bella. Yeah, Bella, you are an admin now in my show. You're welcome. Yes, Dr. Damilare, thank you very much for joining. You're welcome, Doctor. Doctor, so I don't know if it's Doctor of what, so maybe you can have, if you have any contributions, you can add also. Thank you. God is awesome. Thanks for the great work you are doing. I have been following you. You are doing a great work in this area. Thank you very much, Doctor. I really appreciate your compliment. Thank you very much. I'm glad to have you here. I'm glad to have you. Yes. Yes, so that is it about protein. If we say we want to manage our diabetes or we want to reverse diabetes while we are still enjoying our African food, we have to know that we have to. It's a must. It's a compulsory. It is something that we must add it into our meals. Protein, we have to. We cannot escape protein in our meals if we actually want to reverse diabetes naturally, which is of course possible. With good education, good knowledge, we can all do it. So make sure to add protein. I have listed some good African sources of protein that we all need. You don't need to go and start importing foods from Europe, America. No, our natural African foods, they are good for us. Like I said, also we have supplement. We have protein supplement. This is a Feel Great product. I am an affiliate in this. So if you are buying this product from me, you are also promoting my business. I have the link pinned in the comment section. So this is the Feel Great system. It comprises of the Unimate. The Unimate is actually a fiber-based plant, and then we have our balance. The balance is then our protein. at the beginning of this live stream, I mix my protein. As you can see, it is very thick. So how to take this balance is you have to mix your balance. This is a bottle. When you order it, it comes with this bottle. So you have to mix your balance. This is the sachet. This is how the balance looks like. It is a natural supplement. This is how it looks like. So you open it. In the bottle, you will see there is a demarcation. Here you have the Unimate, and here you have the balance, which means that you have to mix your balance until this level. So you put a little bit of water inside, and then you put your 1 sachet of balance inside. You shake it. You drink it 15 to 30 minutes before you take your meal. Most advisable, it is good for you to eat it when you are eating your foods that are really heavy in carbohydrates, so that it will work effectively. So what you do, you mix it and then you drink it 15 to 30 minutes before time. That is your protein that you are already taking even before eating. And you see the consistency, it is very thick. Because it is thick, it will keep you also fuller, which means that you are not going to eat very much again. And then it will help to reduce how your blood sugar levels are going to spike. It is very good for anyone who is struggling to lose weight, struggling to reduce blood sugar levels. So they come like this. It is a packet. You have the Unimate, and then you have your balance. Apart from blood sugar levels, these supplements, they help for people who have high blood pressure. If you're suffering from high blood pressure, they help to reduce your high blood pressure. They help to give you that mental clarity. For people who are doing intermittent fasting and you cannot fast for long, the Unimate, that is your best one to take. You mix your Unimate, you drink it first thing in the morning. It will keep you through until when you want to take your next meal. It will cut down your cravings. It will also help to keep you energized for the whole day, and you don't have to start looking for unwanted calories or junk food to eat. So these are great products, and it's very good for you to have them. So it helps in blood pressure, diabetes, blood control, cholesterol. It helps to reduce the bad cholesterol. So while it is reducing the bad cholesterol, it is increasing your good cholesterol, which is also good because we know of our fatty livers and the heart attacks and all the stroke. It is all as a result of the bad cholesterol. So by the time we start taking this product, it will help to cleanse the system. Dr. Damilare says, is this available in Nigeria or has to be shipped? The problem is, as of now, we cannot ship to Nigeria, but because Ghana is closer to Nigeria, we have an agent in Ghana. So if you really need the product, you can order them from Ghana, and then they will be sent to you to Nigeria. So Ghana, I want to believe if you are in Nigeria, then you can use Nigeria. You can use Ghana because we have an agent in Ghana. So I believe the shipment from Ghana to Nigeria, it won't be that costly. Dr. Damilare say, are you in Belgium? Yes, I am in Belgium, doctor. I am in Belgium. I reside in Belgium. But we have an agent in Ghana. So if you want the product in Nigeria, if you think that it is possible for you to order them from Ghana and then they are being sent to you in Nigeria, that is possible. What about London? London is very easy. We also have agents in the UK. My sister Bella is here. Bella is from the UK, so Bella can help you. But also, Bella indicates, but also I have the link pinned in the comment section. The link that is pinned on the comment section, that is the link. You can order it from my link, and then when you order from the link, you're ordering from the company directly. The company will then ship the product to you in the UK, which is very, very easy. Mommy Mira price, please. God is awesome. It is approximately 5 euros per day. It is 5 euros per day. When you click the link, you will find the prices on the link. So just go to the link and click on the link and you go to the website. The prices are all listed there. So just click on the link on the comment section. You go there, but approximately it is €5 per day or $5 per day. So $5 for you to spend on your health for a day, something that is going to really help you when it comes to managing your blood sugar levels, comes to managing your high blood pressure, comes to managing your cholesterol, comes to help in your weight loss journey. €5 or $5, that is actually nothing. She says, I don't want to lose weight. Okay, Sarah, if you don't want to lose weight, but there are also important things. So you close your eyes. Don't, because of the weight loss, you will not say you will not buy the product because you don't want to lose weight. There are also other advantages that are found in this product. For instance, maybe you are struggling with insulin resistance, or you're struggling with high blood sugar levels, or you're struggling with high blood pressure. So will definitely help you on that. If your cholesterol levels are high, they will definitely help you. I want to lose weight, please. God is awesome. If you want to lose weight, it will definitely help you, especially if you are doing intermittent fasting. I would say balance, that is your good to go product. You wake up in the morning, you mix your balance, you take your bottle along with you, you drink it. And you're not getting me. So you mix your Unimate in the morning, you take your bottle along with you. Anywhere you go, you can drink it, and it will keep you full, cut down on your craving. The only thing is fiber, and we know that fiber pulls water from your body. So when you are taking the Unimate, make sure to drink a lot of water. And I'm not even telling you to make sure to drink a lot of water, even because when you drink it, you yourself, you will notice it that you have to drink a lot of water, because you will feel it how it's pulling the water out of your skin. You will keep your mouth dry, which is also going to help you definitely to reduce your craving, and it will improve your energy level, your clarity. So everything is you're not hearing me. Feeling good. Is it good now? Is it okay? Is the volume okay? Is it good now? Please let me know. Is it good now? Is the mic not good? It's okay. Please let me know their office in Turkey. Okay, it's good. Thank you very much. Okay, Bella, thank you very much. Yes, much better. Okay, my mic was disconnected. Thank you very much, Ivo Bekono. Thank you. Yes, the mic was disconnected. Sorry for that. Yeah, so as I was saying, I'm saying that the Unimate, if you want to lose weight, if you want to lose weight, like God is awesome said she wants to lose weight, I say it is the Unimate is a very good product for you to use, because it will help to keep you longer. If you are fasting, especially, it will not make you cut down your craving, it will increase your energy level, and then you can go on and on without thinking of food the whole day. But I said also that when you are taking Unimate, remember it is fiber, and what fiber does is that fiber pulls water from your system. So if you are taking Unimate, make sure to drink a lot of water. So if you were drinking maybe 1 liter of water per day, with fiber you have to drink maybe 1.5 liter of water, or you have to take 2 liter of fiber. Remember, fiber is very important, it's very necessary. Next week we'll talk about fiber. Fiber is a type of carbohydrate that is not being digested in your body. So if it is not being digested in your body, it means that it's also not going to spike your blood sugar level. So it is something that is very important when you are managing diabetes. Efuro, you can click on the link on Sister Mira's description and place your order. Yes, Efuro, if you want to order, just click on the link on my description. Even here in the comment section, I pinned the link there. So for anyone who wants to know the price, or you want to order the product, just click on that link. There is a link, you see Mira Diabetes Mindful Talk, that link, just click it. It will take you directly to the website, and then you can place your orders there. When you place your order, the company will ship everything to you directly. And the sweetest thing about these products is that because they are natural products, and because the company knows that the products work effectively, you have a 90 days guarantee. Isn't that great? a 90 days guarantee, which means that if you use this product for 90 days, it just take, for example, you bought these products because you want to lose weight, so you use the product for 90 days and you realize that before I started, I was 60 kilograms, and up to now, it's 3 months, I'm still 60 kilograms. So what you have to do, you write to the company, and the company will give you your full refund. So that is the sweetest part about this product. So you have a 90 days guarantee for your product to use them, taste them. If it is not working, the company will give you back your money. So it is not something that the company is doubting. It has been tested and it has been approved. That is why they gave you up to 3 months to test the product, and if they are not good, your money will be sent back to you. If you wrote it is not issue, click on the link and automatically takes you to the branch in Turkey. Voila, yes, just click on the link. When you click on the link, normally when you click on the link, it will take you to the site. You can change the language, because I want to believe that it is in by country's flag. So you just click on the Belgian flag and then you choose your country there, and just choose your country. If you are in Turkey, choose Turkey. If you are in the UK, you choose UK. If you are in America, you choose America. And then you fill in your information. Make sure to fill your information correctly, because it is through your information that the products will be shipped to you. And don't do it in a way that you will make mistake and your products will not arrive your destination. So make sure to fill your information correctly. So when you click to the link, fill in the information, and then do your payment, and the product will be shipped to you 3 to 5 working days, I want to believe, depending on your country. Yeah, so that is that for our Unimate and Balance. Like I said, they are all plant-based and natural products. So my sister Bella said 2 days delivery to your home address. Thank you very much, Sister Bella. She says 2 days, so 2 days depending on your country, but maximum will definitely be 5 days. Within 5 days, you get your product at your doorstep, and then you can start with your journey, whether it is your weight loss journey, whether you want to reduce your blood sugar levels, whether you want to reduce your cholesterol level, reduce all the bad cholesterol and start increasing your good cholesterol, reduce your blood pressure because of the stress nowadays. So this is recommended. I highly recommend it. And this is my protein that I just mix. Normally you drink your protein before your big meals, your carbohydrate meals. Maybe before your lunch or your dinner, you drink your protein. And the good thing is that they taste good also. They don't only work, but they taste good. I think the Unimate has the taste of a lemon, and then the Balance has a taste of an orange. Yes. The Balance has a taste of an orange, and then the Unimate has a taste of citron. So you can always use them. The link is in my description. So for anyone who wants to order this product, please, you can click on my description and then you place the orders. You are not ordering them from me except you are in Belgium. If you are in Belgium, if you are in France, if you are in Holland, if you are in Germany, then you can order from me and then I can ship them to you directly. But it is more preferable if you can order them from the site itself, then they are shipped to you directly. That is even more easy. And remember, when you buy them using my link, you are having a 20% costing. Isn't it, Bella? When you purchase this product using my link, you have a 20% cutting or 20% reduction. But if you have to buy from me, it means you are going to pay everything full, and maybe you have to pay also for the postal charges. But if you buy from the company directly using my link, you have a 20% reduction, which is great also. Yes, it is. Yes. So Bella, we are working together with Bella, and she's there, she's confirming also. So you have a 20% reduction if you buy from my link. So make sure to use Voila, 20 to 30% off from your link. But if buying directly, no discount. Definitely no discount if you buy buy from me directly, and also if I have to post it for you, then you also have to pay for your transportation, which is even more expensive. So it is preferable for you to order this product using my link, and then you can get your 20 to 30% cutting off. So that was it for today. I said we talk about protein because it is very important for us. Where is the link? Is it the yellow link line? Not going to. It is a yellow line. SA. It is a yellow line. This feel great here. The blue line. So when you click on the diabetes mindful talks, you will see I wrote the link feel great system, and then you click on that blue writing. The blue writing, when you click on it, it will take you directly to the website, and there you can place your order. Thank you very much. God is awesome. Thank you very much, sis. I really appreciate. I hope we've learned something from it. It's not clickable. If it is not clickable, please just check it in my description. The link is also in my description. Just check it from my description, and then you will have the link. But I don't know why it is not clickable with you. With me here, I can click it. I just did, and it took me directly to the website. Just click on the blue writings. Where you click on the diabetes mindful talks, and then you click on the blue writings. Bella, try it again for me, sis. Oh, we lost you. I'm back. Amaka from Nigeria. Hey, Amaka from Nigeria. Thanks for joining. You're welcome. Hey, Justine. You're welcome. Thanks for joining. Thank you very much for joining. Thanks for the super chat, Bella. I really appreciate. Thank you all for joining this live today. Normally, our live are supposed to take place on Fridays, but because of my work schedule, I decided to come live today, because as of next week or tomorrow, I'll be doing the late shift, so it will be impossible for me to hold a live after my late shift. So next week, Friday, definitely we'll meet back on our usual schedule, which is Friday. So we'll meet back on Friday next week, and next week we'll talk about fiber. So last week we talked about how to reverse insulin resistance. Today we talk about protein, how you can use protein in reversing your diabetes naturally. We listed some common African good sources of protein that we can use. So next week, post the link on Facebook. Okay, God is awesome. I will do just that. After this live, I will post the link also on Facebook. Thank you very much, sis. I will do that. And thank you all, my Amins, Bella, and God is awesome. Thank you all very much for joining. I really appreciate your presence here. No blue line. Hey, why? SA, I'm really sorry, because to me on my screen, to be honest with you, on my screen, wait, let me show my other phone. Okay, let me see this phone. You click on this line. If you click here, see? When you click there, you people's own is different. It's true. It's true. But on the phone I'm using, it is clickable. No problem. SA, I will drop the link again in my community. I will drop the link in my community. When I finish, I will drop the link in my community. Even in my description, you have it there. I think even on the video I posted yesterday, the link is also in the comment section. If you watch the video I posted yesterday, the link is there in the comment section. But that notwithstanding, immediately after this live, I will drop the link again in the community. So I'm so sorry for that. I don't know why it's happening like that. No blue line here. Oh, I'm sorry. I will drop it in the community, but the phone I'm using, I can see blue there. I don't know. But yeah, but yeah, also it's not clickable. That's true. Oh, no problem, no problem. We can fix it. I will put it in my community. So check the link in my community. Even the video I posted yesterday, the comment I pinned, you have the link there. So you can check the video I posted yesterday. The link is also there. I posted the link there. Next time, I will try by all means to see that I post a clickable link so that we can all click it and check it out. No blue line here on WhatsApp. Oh, I'm sorry, Eforu. Sorry for that. Sorry, I'll try to work on it next week Friday. Definitely I'll put a clickable link so that you can click on the link directly, so we can wrap it up for the day. Tomorrow I'm not coming live because I'm doing late shift. So next week Friday we are going to meet again and talk how we can reverse diabetes naturally, because of course we can reverse diabetes naturally while using our African meals. Our goal is for us to stop taking the pills, stop taking all the medication. We don't need them. Why? Because we can definitely and effectively reverse diabetes just by eating. Remember, diabetes is a dietary problem. So if diabetes is a dietary problem, it means that we can also use diet in fighting diabetes. So we have just started. Why not you are a star? So why not you are a star? Thank you very much, SA. Hey Patricia, you're welcome. Thanks for joining. Yes, so our goal on this channel is to reverse diabetes naturally. We stop taking all those pills, and I want to make sure that everyone who is following me and everyone who is a subscriber here, if you are a diabetic, insulin resistant, everything, we're gonna work on it with our African meals. I'm going to show all this live. I'll taking it from process to process, showing you how you will be eating. We are still coming to that, but we are just building the foundation. Last week we talked about insulin resistance, which was the root cause. Today we are starting with the macronutrients that we have to be eating, and today we have talked about one of those macronutrients, which is protein. I have explained why protein is very important. Protein is important because protein do not spike your blood sugar levels. Protein keeps you full for a long time. Protein is slow to digest, so protein here helps to build your muscle. Remember, you need your muscles if you want to control your blood sugar levels. I also listed a couple of African good source of protein that we can be eating. Next week we'll talk again about fiber, we'll talk about carbohydrate, and then we will start with how we can start combining this food to eat them, what we have to eat and what we should avoid. We are going to be discussing all that in our live session, because our aim is to strip off all those medications. So thank you all very much for being here, and I really appreciate all your likes, your shares, your comments, the super chats. For those of you who super chatted me, I'm so grateful. My sister Bella, thank you very much for the super chat. Remember, you can always super chat. There is a super chat button there. You can always click on the super chat button to super chat me to support the work that I am doing here. I have my membership link also open. Hey Lydia, you're welcome. Hey Lovette, I see you. Thanks for joining. You can also join my membership if you enjoy what I'm doing here. You can also enjoy my membership. If you become a member of this channel, you will get free access to me. When you have questions, your questions, they will be answered when you are on live like this. Before people drop question, I give preference to those who are members. I answer their questions. When I post videos, people who are subscribed to my membership, they are the first people to receive the videos before the videos start going to my subscribers. Not that my subscribers are not important. You all are so important. It is because of you all that I am here. But when you are a member of this community that we are building, then you have some special privileges. So you can also join a membership. I think I have 2 categories, 2 prizes. So you just click on the membership and then you choose the membership that you want to join. Hey, the mother scientist, I hope it's the mother scientist, the mom scientist. Yes, the mom scientist, I see you. Thank you very much for joining. Great job, well done. Thank you, Ma. Thanks for joining. You're welcome. Yes, so today we talk about protein. That is it for today. We'll call it off for today, and hopefully we'll meet again next week Friday to talk about one of the other important macronutrients that we have to be adding in our African foods when we are managing diabetes. So thank you all very much for joining, and hopefully we'll meet again next week. Have a wonderful evening to you all, and watch out for the video that I will be posting tomorrow. That one is going to be a great video and you will definitely like it. So watch out for that video tomorrow. God is awesome. Well done, Mommy Mira. Thank you very much, my darling. God is awesome. Thank you for the good work that you have been doing here also as my admin. I appreciate you all very much. So I see you all next week Friday. Thank you all very much for your time. For those who were asking for the link of the Feel Great system, I will drop the link in my community immediately I get out of this live. Thank you very much. Bye, Sarah. I see you all next week. Bye. Thank you all for being here. Bye.